I Filter Truth podcast season series of storytelling by Grace. New seasons called The Business of Belief. Season 1, Whispers in the Dark. Nia enters Garrett's world, where a live stream tarot feels too personal to be random. Episode 1, The Live Stream. Nia finds Garrett midnight stream and hears a message that feels aimed at her. Episode 2, The High Priestess. A tarot pulls mirrors. Nia private fears and chat strangers seem to know her name. Episode 3, The Number 222. Repeating numbers invade Nia's night while Garrett frames coincidence as destiny. Episode 4, Scorpio Rises. A horoscope warning lands at the exact second Garrett mentions betrayal and secrets. Episode 5, Palm Lines. During a live palm reading, Garrett sketches Nia's past without even meeting her. Episode 6, The Tower Falls. Nia confronts Garrett on stream, and his empire cracks in front of thousands. Episode 2, Echoes of the Unknown. Followers becomes investigators and old read and hide encrypted confessions. Episode 1, The Archive Room. Nia joins a decoding group obsessed with Garrett's oldest live stream. Episode 2, The Voice Between Frames. A whisper hidden in audio named a woman who vanished after a reading. Episode 3, Seraph Arrives. A new cycle account claims Garrett only copied a larger system. Episode 4, Birth Chart Trap. Astrology sessions are used to profile followers and predict emotional weak points. Episode 5, The Comment Cult. Community spiral into obsession, treating every symbol as a coded order. Episode 6, Data for Sale. Nigel uncovers proof that private confessions were packaged and sold. Season 3, Shadows of the Retreat. Luxury, spirituality, purgatory when fear becomes the product. Episode 1, Invitation Only. Kate enters a private retreat. Episode 2, Candle Circle. A live tarot circle excuses one guest of carrying a curse. Episode 3, Palm of the Dam. Frank performs palm reading that triggers panic across the entire group. Episode 4, House of Signs. Astrology pairing are weaponized to isolate guests from each other. Episode 5, Cleansing Night. A participant disappears after a ritual marked as emotional rebirth. Episode 6, The Recorder. The final reveals someone has secretly recorded every session for leverage. Season 4, from Chapter 1. The Mirror Edge. Garrett returns behind a mask while rivals push the industry towards collapse. Episode 1, A New Name. Garrett reappears under a false identity and gains followers overnight. Episode 2, Rival Signal. A competing psychic starts exposing stage moments from old streams. Episode 3, Death in Cards. Former client died under suspicious circumstances tied to prior recordings. Episode 4, Transit of Fear. Planetary forecasts are used to trigger Real World Panic and Behavior Control. Episode 5 of Season 4. Broke Line. A palm reader live stream reveals that Frank has lied for years. Episode 6, Confession Leak. A leak recording implicates Frank in a network of manipulation. Season 5, from Chapter 1, Season. The Price of Truth. Reputation, warfare dominates leadership, truth, and identity, and friendship. Episode 1, Cut and Splice. Edited recording destroyed Nea's reputation in a single day. Episode 2, Friendly Fire. Allies turned on each other as private chats get leaked to a public. Episode 3, War of Signs. Horoscope propaganda spreads across social media like a digital curse. Episode 4, Tarot Trials. A live reading becomes a public courtroom where belief overrules evidence. Episode 5, Hands of Lies. Kay traces the smear campaign to fake palmistry consultation. Episode 6, Inside the Circle. The architect of the attack is revealed from Nea's own inner circle. Season 6 continue with Chapter 1. The Quiet Collapse. After exposure, silence settles in, but the system refused to die. Episode 1, Aftermath Fed. The public begins questioning every spiritual influencer account online. Episode 2, Detox. Former followers try to rebuild trust after years of emotional dependency. Episode 3, Documentary Cut. Nidra releases footage detailing how emotional targeting builds the empire. Episode 4, Transit Backlash. Astrology creators republish old texts under new branding. Episode 5, Empty Studio. Frank vanishes, leaving behind a queue of scheduled live stream rituals. Episode 6, Brief survives. Nea realized the business can outlive every person who ran it. Season 7, from Chapter 1, The Eternal Loop. A new generation discovered the archive and history start repeating. Episode 1, Archive Kids. Young creators rediscover Garrett Stream and call them prophetic. Episode 2, New Prophets. The same script returned under different faces and newer platforms. Episode 3, Nea on Air. Nea launches an investigation shows to warn listeners about certainty addictions. Episode 4, Final Reading. Garrett and Nea collides in a tense live confrontation over the truth and blame. Episode 5, Palm of the Future. A viral palm reading predicts collapse and audience crave it anyway. Episode 6, If the Message Found You. A final anonymous stream appears online and ends before anyone can respond. The summary of the more of the season 1 through 7 for Chapter 1 of The Business of Belief. Season 1, More. The first lie is the one that feels like comfort. What flatters you, your wounds can still own your mind. In Season 2, the more obsession can disguise itself as investigation. Not every hidden message deserves your soul. In Season 3, fear sold as healing is still fear. A ritual without ethics becomes a transaction. Season 4, Masks do not erase consequences. Reinventation without accountability is only repetition. Season 5, reputation can be destroyed faster through truth can speak, but truth survives longer than performance. Season 6, exposure is not the same as healing system collapse slowly, one honest choice at a time. Season 7. The real addiction is certainty. When doubt dies, manipulation is born and reborn over and over again. This concludes the chapter 1 of season 1 through 7. Stay tuned for the sequel of season 2. This is Grace, I Feel the Truth podcast. Your host.